called convolytics. And what they have is a supplement that will clear senescent cells. Now, if you know a lot about the longevity industry, you probably have heard of senescent cells. The implications for that on aging, but also things like neurodegenerative disease and autoimmune disease are huge. And so if you haven't heard of senescent cells, they're really just the cells that have stopped dividing. They're too old and they just stopped dividing. You'd think they just kind of sit there and do nothing. But in fact, what they do is they sit on the sidelines and they scream, danger, danger, essentially to all the other cells. And that creates inflammation. And so by clearing it, we can actually start to reverse the clock. Another company I'm working on is Xtherma, which is very cool. It's cutting edge cryopreservation. Now, why you care about cryopreservation is because of things like organ transplants or cell therapy. And we're able to keep something like a heart at -5 degrees Celsius for more than 24 hours. Really big deal in the world of organ transplants, because most donor hearts go unused, about 80%. But the big deal is longevity, right? Because what is being worked on in tandem at companies like Lung Biotechnologies are 3D printed or tissue engineered vascularized organs. And so imagine being able at the age of 50 or even 40 or 60, switch out your heart when you need a new heart because it's aging, or switch out your liver because that liver has been used, and do it by using your own stem cells. And so that's when cryopreservation really hits the longevity industry, because we can keep things like a backup heart for Robin or a backup liver for, Kate. Some other cool companies I've worked on include things like MindMaze, which is virtual reality for stroke and brain injury rehabilitation, which is very cool because we are really retraining the brain in the world of virtual reality. And one last one I'll mention, because it's very cool, was a company called Actavalon. And we had 3 small molecules that were discovered through machine learning. So really, you're hearing about AI for drug discovery. We did it, right? What we were doing was repairing P53. Now, the part of the cell called P53, that's damaged in more than 50% of all cancer cases. And so if you're able to give P53 back, just repair it, it will be able to kill the cell if it detects cancer. And so it's really the body's own way of destroying cancerous cells. And so by being able to do that, you could potentially cure more than 50%